Hello friends, in this lecture we will see order isomorphism and some examples of partial order set. Order isomorphism, here we say that P and Q are order isomorphism. We say that P and Q, two order sets, are order isomorphic, and write P isomorphic to Q if there exists a map phi, if there exists map phi from P to Q such that X related to Y in P if and only if phi of X related to phi of Y in Q, and phi is called order isomorphic map. These two P and Q are order set, that means partial order set. These two partial order sets are said to be isomorphic, and write P isomorphic to Q if there exists map phi from P to Q such that X related to Y in P if and only phi of X related to phi of Y in Q, and this map phi is called order isomorphism. Order isomorphic map. That means any two elements here, this is P, this is Q. Here partial order relation, this map is phi. Here A and B. If A is related to B in P, if A is related to B, then images phi of A and phi of B. That means here phi of A is also related to phi of B. Or if phi of A is related to phi of B, then its pre-images. That means A related to also, A related to B also. If and only if this satisfies, X related to Y, then phi of X related to Y. Or if phi of X related to phi of Y in Q, then X must be related to Y in P. Then these two partial order sets, order isomorphic. Order isomorphic. Order isomorphic map is always bijective. Order isomorphic necessary bijective. That means 1 1 and 2. 1 1 and 2. Let phi of X is equal to phi of Y. This implies here phi of X related to phi of Y and phi of Y related to phi of X, antisymmetric. Okay. Now this gives order isomorphism phi of x related to phi of y, then x related to y. This implies x related to y and y related to x. X related to y and y related to, that means x is equal to y. X is equal to y. Phi of, we take here phi of x is equal to phi of y, we get x is equal to, that means phi is 1 1. Here P and Q are isomorphic, that means number of elements same, and this is 1 1, so it is onto, and so it is bijective. Phi is a bijective. Phi is a bijective. But bijective map is not order isomorphism. See here, P is equal to Q is equal to 2. 2 means chain of 2 elements. 2 means chain of 2 elements. 3 means chain of 3 elements, like this. And define phi of 0 is equal to 1 and phi of 1 is equal to 0. See here, this is a P, this is a Q, 0 1 0 1. Here 0 is in P, 0 is related to 1, also in Q 0 is related to 1. See here, this is pi, image of this 0, image of 0 is 1 and image of 1 is in P, 0 is related to 1. Also in Q, 0 is related. But in Q, phi of 0 is 1, is not related to phi of 1. Here 1 is not related to 0. 1 is not related to 0. So it is not a isomorphic. Isomorphic, this condition not satisfies. Here, that means x related to y in P, phi of x related, if and only phi of x related to phi of y in Q. Now, N is a chain under usual order. N0 is also chain under usual order. Let me as usual less than or equal to. Okay. See here, N0 isomorphic to N. N0 isomorphic to N. Here successor function. That means N to N plus. That means N plus 1 is an order isomorphism. Is an order isomorphism. That means N0 to N, N0 to N, here 0 related to 1, 1 related to 2, like this. And this is isomorphic, so on, like this. 2 related to 3. In this function is called successor function. This function is called successor function. Now, next example here. Sigma star is set of all finite sequences of 0 and 1. Zeros and 1. That means here, like this type of set, 1 0 1 0 0 1 1 0 1 0 1 0, like this, not, and set of finite sequences. This is called strings. Set of strings, that means finite sequences of zeros and ones. Set of all finite and infinite strings. Set of all finite and infinite strings. A relation defined on as follows. That means U is a string, V is also string, belongs to U related to V, U is equal to V, either U is equal to V or U is initial substring of V. Let me see here, U is equal to 1 0 1, V is equal to 1 0 1 0 1, like this. Then here U is related to U is related to V. Or if U is equal to 1 0 0 and V is equal to 1 0 0 1 1, like this, then clearly here infinite string, here finite, U is related to V. If U is equal to 1 0 1 and V is equal to 0 1 1, then U and V not comparable. That means U is not a initial substring. Here 1 0 0, here initial. If in this case, suppose V like this, U is equal to 0 0 1 and V is equal to 1001. Here U is a substring of V, but not initial substring. U is a substring of V, but not initial substring, starting substring. So U and V not comparable. U and V not comparable. Partial order maps. Partial order maps. Let X and Y be any non-empty set. Be non-empty set. And F is map from X to Y. F is map from X to Y. Graph of F. Is equal to X, F of X. X belongs to X. Here Y is equal to F of X. Here Y is equal to F of X. Determine. Okay. F is determined by its graph. Okay. F is determined by its graph. Now here, if S is a subset of X, if subset S is a subset of X, then F can be determined partially. F can be determined partially. That means here this x-axis, y-axis here, and if you take function y is equal to sin x, then graph like this. Here x is equal to r, y is also r. Here in this case x is equal to real number, y is equal to also real number. If we take S positive real number, graph of F like this, but in positive real number, if we take then like this. Here F can be determined, graph of F can be determined partially. Partial part of this. This graph is a partial part of this graph. So this function is called partial map. That means if we take any function like this, that means sigma is mapping from S to Y. Define same. Sigma of x is equal to like this. Here y, sin x like this. Sin x. Then this is called partial function. partial function. If S is equal to X, if then this is called total map. Total map. This is partial map. And total map. If S is equal to X, then this map is called total map. Now, set of all partial maps and total maps from X to Y is denoted by like this way. Set up all, this set contains set up all partial maps and total maps. Set up all partial maps and total maps. If we take here a relation defined on this set, on XY as follows. Here sigma tau belongs to this set and sigma related to tau if domain sigma is a subset of domain tau. Domain sigma is a subset of domain tau. Then this relation is reflexive, antisymmetry and transitive. Here sigma is mapping, sigma belongs to this set X. Here that means sigma is mapping from S to Y, where S is equal to S is a subset of X. S is a subset of X. Clearly, domain sigma is equal to S. Domain sigma is equal to S, and so sigma is related to sigma. Here domain sigma, S is a subset of S, where S is a subset of S. That means domain sigma is a subset of domain sigma, and so sigma is related to. Now, if sigma is related to tau and tau is related to sigma, that means here domain sigma subset of domain tau and domain tau subset of domain sigma. That means clearly domain sigma is equal to domain tau, and so both functions of domain are same, codomain also Y, and so sigma is equal to tau. Now here that means this is antisymmetric. If sigma is related to tau and tau is related to rho. That means here domain sigma is a subset of domain tau and domain tau is a subset of domain rho. Here clearly domain sigma is a subset of domain rho and therefore sigma is related to rho. Sigma is related to rho and satisfy transitive property. And so it is order relation. That means partial order relation. Okay, we will stop here. Thank you.